There's an herb that contains more omega-3 fatty acids than fish oil. 64% of its seed content is pure alpha-linolenic acid, the plant-based omega-3 that your body desperately needs. It grows like a weed, reseeds itself forever, and has been feeding Asian populations for thousands of years, yet somehow you've probably never heard of it. The pharmaceutical industry doesn't want you growing your own omega-3 source in your backyard. The supplement companies definitely don't want you knowing this exists. But I'm about to expose exactly what this herb is, why it's been hidden from Western gardeners, and how you can grow an unlimited supply starting right now. This changes everything. Pay attention. Welcome back to Verdant Garden. If you've been following this channel, you know we don't waste time on surface-level gardening content. We dig into the plants that actually matter, the ones that provide real nutrition, real medicine, and real value. Today, we're talking about Perilla, also known as Shiso, Korean Perilla, or wild sesame. This herb is so significant in Asian cuisine and traditional medicine that entire festivals are dedicated to it. Yet in the West, it's virtually unknown outside of specialty Asian restaurants. Here's what makes Perilla extraordinary. The seeds contain 64% omega-3 fatty acids, specifically alpha-linolenic acid. That's higher than flax seeds, higher than chia, higher than any commonly available plant source. The leaves are medicinal powerhouses used for respiratory health, inflammation, and immune support. And here's the critical part. Perilla self-seeds aggressively, meaning you plant it once and have it forever. This is a survival crop, a medicine cabinet, and a gourmet ingredient all in one plant. And it's been systematically ignored in Western gardening. Let's find out why and fix that right now. 1. The omega-3 revelation. Let's start with the science, because this is where Perilla becomes undeniable. The seeds of Perilla contain between 54 and 64% alpha-linolenic acid, depending on variety and growing conditions. Alpha-linolenic acid, or ALA, is the plant-based omega-3 fatty acid that converts in your body to EPA and DHA, the same beneficial compounds found in fish oil. Most people are severely deficient in omega-3s. The standard Western diet is loaded with omega-6 fatty acids from vegetable oils, creating a massive imbalance that drives inflammation, cardiovascular disease, and cognitive decline. The recommended omega-6 to omega-3 ratio is around 4:1. Most Americans are running 30:1 or worse. Fish oil supplements are the common solution, but they're expensive, often rancid, and rely on overfishing of ocean ecosystems. Flax seeds are the typical plant alternative at about 57% omega-3 content. But Perilla exceeds even that, and unlike flax, Perilla has a pleasant aromatic flavor that makes it easy to incorporate into daily meals. Here's the calculation that matters. A tablespoon of Perilla seeds, about 10 grams, contains approximately 6 grams of omega-3 fatty acids. The recommended daily intake is 1.5 to 3 grams. 1 tablespoon of Perilla seeds exceeds your entire daily omega-3 requirement, and you can grow hundreds of tablespoons worth of seeds from a single plant that reseeds itself every year. Now, compare that to buying fish oil capsules at $20 to $40 per month every month for the rest of your life, or buying flax seeds at $8 to $12 per pound repeatedly. Perilla seeds, once you have the plant established, cost you nothing, zero, forever. This is nutritional independence, and it's precisely why this information hasn't been widely promoted. There's no profit in teaching people to grow their own omega-3 source. 2. The Asian secret. Perilla isn't hidden in Asia. It's everywhere. In Korea, Perilla leaves, called kenneep, are a staple vegetable, eaten fresh, pickled, used as wraps for grilled meat, and added to soups and stews. The seeds are pressed for oil, used as seasoning, and ground into nutritious pastes. In China and Vietnam, Perilla is used medicinally and culinarily, valued for its ability to settle digestion and clear respiratory congestion. The plant has been cultivated in Asia for over 2,000 years. Ancient medical texts describe Perilla as a warming herb that disperses cold, resolves phlegm, and moves stagnant qi. Modern research validates these traditional uses, showing that perilla contains rosmarinic acid, a powerful anti-inflammatory compound, and perillohide, which has antimicrobial and anti-allergenic effects. So why isn't perilla common in Western gardens? The answer is partly historical and partly commercial. Western gardening traditions developed around European herbs, basil, parsley, oregano, thyme. Asian herbs didn't cross over in significant ways until recent decades, and even then, the focus has been on culinary novelties, not nutritional powerhouses. There's also a commercial factor. Perilla self-seeds aggressively. You can't patent it. You can't create a hybrid that requires annual purchase. You can't build a subscription model around it. Once a gardener has perilla, they have it forever, and they can share it freely with others. From a seed company's perspective, this is a terrible product. From a gardener's perspective, this is exactly what you want. The truth is, perilla represents a threat to multiple industries: omega-3 supplements, pharmaceutical anti-inflammatories, and even the annual herb seed market, a plant that provides free, superior nutrition and medicine that requires zero ongoing investment doesn't fit into a profit-driven agricultural system, so it's been quietly ignored while basil and cilantro dominate garden centers. 3. How to grow perilla. Now let's get practical. Growing perilla is almost absurdly easy. It's more forgiving than basil, more productive than cilantro, and once established, it takes care of itself. Here's exactly how to do it. First, obtain seeds or a starter plant. Perilla seeds are available online from Asian seed suppliers or specialty herb companies. You can also sometimes find fresh perilla leaves at Korean or Japanese grocery stores. If the leaves have developed seed heads, you can collect seeds directly. One plant produces thousands of seeds, so a small packet or a single borrowed seed head is enough to start your perennial perilla patch. Perilla prefers full sun, but tolerates partial shade. It's not picky about soil, growing well in average garden conditions. It actually prefers slightly moist, well-drained soil with decent organic matter, but it'll tolerate poor soil, drought, and neglect better than most herbs. Plant seeds in spring after the last frost, or start them indoors 4 to 6 weeks earlier. Perilla seeds need light to germinate, so press them gently into the soil surface without covering them. Keep the soil moist. Germination takes 7 to 14 days. Once seedlings have 2 sets of true leaves, thin or transplant them to 12 to 18 inches apart. Here's where it gets interesting. Perilla grows fast. Within 6 to 8 weeks, you'll have bushy plants 2 to 3 feet tall covered in large aromatic leaves. The leaves can be green or purple-red, depending on variety. Green perilla has a citrusy, slightly minty flavor. Red perilla has a more intense, almost cinnamon-like spice. Both are edible and nutritious. Both produce the same omega-3 rich seeds. Harvest leaves continuously throughout the growing season. Cut or pinch them off as needed. The plant responds by producing more foliage. Use the leaves fresh in salads, as wraps, in soups, or fermented into pickles. The flavor is bold and distinctive, transforming ordinary dishes. In late summer to early fall, perilla will flower. The flowers are small, arranged in spikes, and attractive to pollinators. Let them bloom. After flowering, seed heads form. The seeds mature over several weeks, turning from green to brown. When the seed heads are dry and brown, cut them off and hang them upside down over a sheet or into a paper bag. The seeds will drop as they fully dry. Here's the critical part. Perilla self-seeds aggressively. If you let seed heads mature on the plant, seeds will drop to the ground, and next spring you'll have hundreds of perilla seedlings emerging. You can thin them to your desired spacing, transplant extras, share them, or just let them grow into a perilla forest. This is how one planting becomes a permanent food and medicine source. Some gardeners consider perilla invasive because of this self-seeding behavior, but that's only a problem if you don't want free food. If you value omega-3 nutrition, you'll welcome the volunteers. You can always control the spread by harvesting seed heads before they drop, and you'll have seeds to eat or press for oil. 4. Using perilla.
Let's talk about how to actually use this plant, because growing it is pointless if you don't integrate it into your life. Perilla offers multiple harvests: leaves, seeds, and seed oil. Each has distinct uses. The leaves are culinary and medicinal. Fresh, green perilla leaves are perfect in salads, adding a bright, aromatic note. They're traditional in Vietnamese spring rolls, Korean lettuce wraps, and Japanese sushi platters. You can also use them as a cooking herb, adding them to soups, stews, and stir-fries at the end of cooking to preserve their flavor. Red perilla leaves are traditionally used for pickling and coloring. They're added to umeboshi, Japanese pickled plums, giving them their characteristic red color. They can also be used to make perilla vinegar or fermented into kimchi-style pickles. The flavor is stronger than green perilla, more medicinal, with notes of cinnamon and anise. Medicinally, perilla leaves are used as tea for respiratory issues. Steep fresh or dried leaves in hot water to make a tea that helps clear congestion, reduce coughing, and support immune function. Traditional Chinese medicine uses perilla leaf tea to release the exterior, meaning it helps the body fight off colds and flu by promoting sweating and opening the lungs. The seeds are where the omega-3 power lives. You can eat perilla seeds raw, toasted, or ground. Toasting enhances their nutty flavor and makes them incredibly addictive. Simply heat seeds in a dry pan over medium heat until fragrant and lightly browned, about 3 to 5 minutes, stirring constantly. Let them cool, then eat them by the spoonful. Sprinkle them on salads, rice, vegetables, or blend them into smoothies. Ground perilla seeds can be used like a seasoning or made into a paste similar to tahini. In Korea, ground perilla seeds are mixed with soy sauce, garlic, and sesame oil to create a rich sauce for noodles and vegetables. This sauce is nutritionally dense, packed with omega-3s, and has a deep, complex flavor that elevates simple dishes. Perilla seed oil is the ultimate product. Cold-pressed perilla oil is golden, aromatic, and contains up to 64% omega-3 fatty acids. It's used as a finishing oil, drizzled over cooked dishes, mixed into dressings, or taken medicinally by the tablespoon. You can press perilla seeds at home using a manual oil press or a high-powered blender, though yields are higher with a proper press. One plant produces approximately 1 to 2 cups of seeds, depending on size and growing conditions. That's enough for several months of daily omega-3 supplementation for one person. 5 to 10 plants will supply a family indefinitely, especially once self-seeding establishes a permanent patch. If you want to see more survival hacks like this, hype this video so we can reach more gardeners. Hit that like button right now. This information is too valuable to stay hidden. Let's spread it.
5. The health benefits. Now let's dig into why this matters for your health, because omega-3 fatty acids aren't just a trendy supplement. They're essential for human function, and most people are dangerously deficient. Omega-3 fatty acids are anti-inflammatory. They counteract the pro-inflammatory effects of omega-6 fatty acids that dominate modern diets. Chronic inflammation is the root cause of most degenerative diseases: heart disease, diabetes, arthritis, Alzheimer's, cancer. By correcting your omega-3 to omega-6 ratio, you reduce systemic inflammation and lower your risk for these conditions. Cardiovascular benefits are well documented. Omega-3s reduce triglycerides, lower blood pressure, prevent arterial plaque formation, and reduce the risk of heart attacks and strokes. Studies show that populations with high omega-3 intake have significantly lower rates of heart disease. Brain health depends on omega-3s. Your brain is approximately 60% fat, and much of that is DHA, an omega-3 fatty acid. Adequate omega-3 intake supports cognitive function, memory, mood regulation, and protects against age-related cognitive decline. Deficiency is linked to depression, anxiety, ADHD, and dementia. Perilla specifically contains rosmarinic acid, a polyphenol compound with potent anti-allergenic and anti-inflammatory properties. Research shows rosmarinic acid inhibits histamine release, making perilla useful for seasonal allergies, asthma, and inflammatory skin conditions like eczema.
Perillaldehyde, the compound that gives perilla its distinctive aroma, has antimicrobial properties. It's effective against food-borne bacteria and has been shown to inhibit the growth of certain pathogenic organisms. This is why perilla is traditionally used as a garnish with raw fish. It's not just for flavor, it's for food safety. Traditional uses include digestive support. Perilla is considered a carminative herb, meaning it relieves gas, bloating, and digestive discomfort. It's often eaten with heavy or rich foods to aid digestion and prevent nausea. The seeds also contain gamma-linolenic acid, another beneficial fatty acid that supports hormonal balance and skin health. Combined with the omega-3 content, this makes perilla seeds a comprehensive essential fatty acid source. The bottom line, perilla is a functional food. It's not just flavoring, it's medicine, it's nutritional intervention, and it's free once you grow it.
6. Varieties and seed saving. Let's talk about the different types of perilla and how to maintain your supply through seed saving, because this is how you ensure you never run out. There are two main types, green perilla and red perilla. Green perilla, often called Korean perilla or wild sesame, has green leaves and is primarily used as a vegetable. The flavor is bright, citrusy, with hints of mint and basil. This is the variety you'll see most commonly in Korean cooking. Red perilla, also called Shiso or beefsteak plant, has deep purple-red leaves. The flavor is more intense, spicier, with cinnamon and anise notes. Red perilla is traditional in Japanese cuisine and is valued for its color as much as its flavor. The red pigment is anthocyanin, an antioxidant compound. Both types produce omega-3 rich seeds. Both self-seed. You can grow both in the same garden, though they may cross-pollinate over time, creating plants with intermediate characteristics. For most gardeners, this doesn't matter. The seeds will still be nutritious and the leaves still edible. There's also a variety called Korean perilla with larger, more wrinkled leaves, specifically bred for leaf production. And there's wild perilla, which is smaller, more aromatic, and incredibly vigorous. Wild types often have the highest essential oil content and the most pronounced flavor. Seed saving with perilla is automatic if you let it self-seed, but if you want to intentionally save seeds for controlled planting, storage, or sharing, here's the process. Allow seed heads to mature fully on the plant. They'll turn from green to brown and dry. Cut the entire seed head with a few inches of stem attached. Bundle several seed heads together and hang them upside down in a dry, well-ventilated area with a sheet or bag underneath to catch falling seeds. After 2 weeks, the seeds will be fully dry. Rub the seed heads between your hands to release the remaining seeds. Winnow away the chaff by gently blowing or using a fan. Store the clean seeds in an airtight container in a cool, dark place. Perilla seeds remain viable for 3 to 5 years under proper storage conditions. You can also leave seed heads on the plant through winter. They'll provide food for birds, and any remaining seeds will drop and germinate in spring. This creates a self-perpetuating system where your perilla patch maintains itself year after year without any intervention from you. 7. The conspiracy of silence. Now let's address the elephant in the room. Why has perilla been essentially hidden from Western gardeners and health-conscious consumers? This isn't accidental. There are economic and institutional reasons for this silence. First, the supplement industry. The global omega-3 supplement market is worth over $4 billion annually and growing. Fish oil capsules, krill oil, algae-based omega-3s, all of these products generate massive ongoing revenue. If people knew they could grow a plant in their backyard that provides superior omega-3 content for free forever, a significant portion of that market disappears. Second, the pharmaceutical industry. Anti-inflammatory drugs are billion-dollar products. Statins, blood pressure medications, drugs for arthritis and autoimmune conditions, many of these address inflammation and cardiovascular issues that adequate omega-3 intake would prevent or mitigate.
A population that grows and consumes perilla is a population that needs fewer pharmaceutical interventions. Third, the food industry. Industrial seed oils, corn oil, soybean oil, canola oil, are dirt cheap to produce and are ubiquitous in processed foods. These oils are loaded with omega-6 fatty acids and are a primary driver of the omega imbalance that's destroying public health. There's no incentive for food corporations to promote a plant that helps people correct this imbalance naturally. Fourth, the agricultural system. Perilla doesn't fit into industrial agriculture. It's not a commodity crop. It can't be genetically modified and patented. It doesn't require annual seed purchases. It doesn't need pesticides or synthetic fertilizers. From an agribusiness perspective, it's worthless, but from a home gardener's perspective, it's priceless. The pattern is clear. Plants and practices that empower individual self-sufficiency, that reduce dependence on corporate products, that provide free nutrition and medicine are systematically sidelined. Not through conspiracy in the dramatic sense, but through economic incentive structures that favor profitable products over accessible solutions. Perilla has been cultivated for millennia in Asia because those cultures value plants for what they provide to people, not for what they provide to profit margins. Western agriculture and healthcare operate differently. The incentive is to create ongoing dependence, not to provide permanent solutions. This is why information like this matters. This is why sharing this video, growing this plant, and teaching others about it is a form of resistance against a system designed to keep you dependent and sick. 8. Growing your perilla empire. Let's talk strategy. How do you take this information and build a permanent perilla system that provides for your needs and creates surplus for sharing, trading, or even selling? Start with 5 to 10 plants in your first season. This gives you enough leaf harvests to experiment with different culinary uses while allowing most plants to go to seed. By the end of the season, you'll have thousands of seeds. Year 2, you'll have volunteer seedlings emerging everywhere, perilla seeded the previous year. Thin these to a reasonable density, maybe 20 to 30 plants if you have the space. Harvest heavily from half the plants, let the other half go to seed. This gives you continuous fresh leaves and ensures seed production for Year 3. Year 3 and beyond, you'll have an established perilla patch that self-maintains. You can harvest leaves and seeds liberally. You can experiment with making perilla oil. You can dry leaves for winter tea. You can share plants and seeds with friends, family, and neighbors. Consider dedicating a specific area to perilla where it can self-seed freely without interfering with other crops. A corner of your garden, a strip along a fence, even a large container if you're in an urban setting. Perilla in containers will still produce well, though self-seeding is obviously limited. If you're interested in producing perilla oil on scale, invest in a manual oil press. These are available online for $100 to $300 and can press seeds from perilla, flax, sunflower, and other oil crops. Fresh, homemade perilla oil is far superior to anything you can buy, and it's a product you could potentially sell at farmers markets or to health-conscious consumers. The key is to think long-term and exponential. One plant becomes 1,000 seeds. 1,000 seeds become 1,000 plants. 1,000 plants produce 1,000,000 seeds. This is how you build food sovereignty. This is how you create abundance from a single small investment. So, here's what you now know. Perilla is a plant that contains 64% omega-3 fatty acids in its seeds, more than almost any other plant source. It self-seeds aggressively, giving you a permanent, free supply of essential nutrition. It's been cultivated in Asia for thousands of years for food and medicine, yet it's been virtually ignored in the West, largely because it doesn't fit into profitable business models. You've learned exactly how to grow it, how to use the leaves and seeds, how to save seeds, and how to build a permanent perilla system that provides for you indefinitely. You understand the health benefits: anti-inflammatory, cardiovascular support, brain health, respiratory benefits, and more. And you've seen why this information has been suppressed. Here's your action plan. Order Perilla seeds this week. Plant them this spring. Grow 5 to 10 plants your first year. Harvest leaves, let some plants go to seed, and start building your permanent Perilla patch. Within 3 years, you'll have an abundant, self-renewing source of one of the most nutritionally valuable plants on Earth. This isn't just gardening. This is taking back control of your health. This is rejecting dependence on corporations that profit from your deficiency. This is food freedom. If this information changed how you think about your garden and your health, share this video with someone who needs to hear it. And remember to hype this video so we can reach more people with this knowledge. The algorithm rewards engagement, and engagement spreads truth. Let's make Perilla common knowledge. Let's grow together. Until next time, plant smart, stay sovereign, and never stop learning.